Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today is a training video, and yes, I literally recorded this a day after I recorded the video for Friday. So it's currently Friday, actually. So this is gonna be a training video. I think I said that. I'm all over the place right now. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning and I couldn't fall back asleep, and it's currently 2:43. So it's been fun. So today's topic I actually came up with myself. That's a lie. Sydney came up with it because I called her. I'm like, Sid, listen, I need an idea that I can post on, like a question to post on Reddit for a training video. And so she gave me, what is your best memory in the game? And I was like, oh my gosh, you're a genius. So yeah, I was also in the middle of a flat show, I'm pretty sure. So my bad, people. But I might as well tell you about my memory while I'm training, so that's what this video is all about. So I feel like my memory isn't just like a singular one. It's basically the same thing over and over, so I guess it kind of is. But anyways, it's basically whenever me and my sister would get on like really early in the morning or something like that, like mainly Christmas Day. So I guess any Christmassy time where me and my, oh my, I cannot talk today. Any Christmas time where me and my sister would get on Star Stable like really early in the morning and just run around and hang out. It was a really great time. Like, it was just fun to share those moments with my sister. And yeah, those are my favorite memories from Star Stable. But let's see what everyone else has to say. Unknown Being says, my best memory in the game was when I made a Star Stable and FNAF alternate universe in my head, and then told the storyline in a global chat once, and many people liked it and turned it into somewhat of a roleplay. I personally haven't seen the globals so connected ever since then, but I'm glad I have the memory. That is seriously so nice, because global right now is such a mess. Because people have just been so rude constantly for no reason. It's just like, this is a horse game. Nothing is that serious or you need to be rude to someone. Yeah, I love that. I also love Five Nights at Freddy's. Now I have to wait till I'm done the race because I stupidly started another one. This one is a long one, but that's okay. Equestrian Palette said, back when I was just starting the game at a fairly young age, I saw a bunch of ads for shows in Global, hunter shows, western shows, flash shows, etc. I really wanted to host one even though I didn't really know how they work. I posted an ad in Global for a flat show and it turned out a bunch of people came to the show. I was so excited until people started asking me stuff like, when do we do show names, is the queue line allowed, and basically a bunch of horsey slang. I had to ask everyone what they were talking about, of course, which made me come off as a really inexperienced person who was wasting everyone's time, which was fair, but instead of them telling me kindly that they didn't want to participate, they started calling me really mean things, which made me really upset. Everyone left except for this one girl. Her name was Maria, I think. She told me that it was okay and asked me if I wanted to just stay and chat with her. I said yes, and she was really nice. We kept hanging out for a really long time, and we still do sometimes. That's one of the most wholesome memories I have from the game. That is so sweet, because literally, like I just said, people can be so rude for no reason. Like, everyone has to start somewhere. If I hosted a flat show right now, I would be like, walk, trot, gallop. Okay, everyone, come meet me, like, come meet in front of me. Like, what? Everyone starts somewhere. Not everyone has the same knowledge as other people have. Some people have been able to grow up with horses, some people haven't, and people just love horses. It's a whole big thing. So I'm really sorry that that happened to you, because especially since you said at a fairly young age, like that sucks. People are so rude. This next person said, learning SSO dressage for the first time. At the moment, I think dressage is the one thing I haven't done on this game. So I haven't, I guess, learned it. I have an idea of what it is because my sister did it. I would actually really want, maybe we can do a dressage show for the next Friday video. That's really exciting, honestly, because learning new things, I'm such a nerd. I'm like legitimately a nerd. I love learning new things. If I find an interesting topic on like TikTok or something, I am going to go down that rabbit hole to see what it's about. This next person says, my best memory in the game was the first time I ever did a champ, Moreland. I had been watching so many SSO YouTubers doing champs, but I just never worked up the courage to actually participate in one. I was so nervous and full of adrenaline and ended up doing horribly. Loved them ever since. That's so fair. Champs can be really intimidating, especially once you start inspecting people to see what level they are. And it's like, oh no, there's a lot of really high level people. Like, I'm level 24. I see a level 25 or 26 person, I'm like, you know what? I'll just take last. I have accepted my fate. But yeah, championships are pretty intimidating at first if you haven't really done one before. They can be very frustrating though. Like, if you just barely miss the checkpoint, or if you if you bump into something. Like in Moreland, when they have those falling rocks, I bump into those all the time, and it's so frustrating. This person said, definitely training a new horse I just bought with cringy 2018 FNAF music playing in the background and struggling so hard because I had close to no dexterity when it came to playing things. Of course, it wasn't the most fun failing the same race multiple times because of it, but it's a fond collection of memories to look back on. It's funny thinking about raging over not turning fast enough only to run into a wall or something while FNAF music is blasted. I think there seems to be a common theme here, guys. I feel like FNAF to Star Stable is just a common line to go down. But that is so funny because seriously, like when you first start out and you buy a new horse and you're low level and the horse is a low level, you go at a snail's pace. And sometimes you really can't turn that fast, so obviously you turn really wide. So that's definitely fair. But I would also get frustrated failing the same race over and over. This person said, playing in the old Valdo paddock area with my one and only SSO friend, I bought my first Andalusian because she had one and I wanted to be just like her. I lost that account, but I bought the same horse on my current one and named it after her, and she's still my favorite horse. That is so sweet. But that sounds like a lot of fun, and that's really sweet that you named the horse after her. The next person said, when I wasn't even a star rider yet, and I spent like 2 hours doing a lesson roleplay with Sophia Cooltop in the Moreland Arena, and it was so fun. We are still friends, but I don't think she's been active for a very long time. I miss her low-key. I don't doubt that you miss her, especially when you spend that long with someone, and you weren't even a star rider, so you were still like a baby. Maybe. I don't know. But like that type of thing, it definitely leaves an impact on someone because it's so fun. But I am sad that you don't think she's been active for very long and that you miss her. Hopefully she'll come back on soon. This one is also a very long one, but even longer. But it's okay. Maybe we'll go a little slower. Have always liked SSO more for the story than anything else. I would love to do role plays with other people and spend a lot of time with them. I remember that once I had a role play with a bunch of random people I met in Global, and we were meeting every day to play maybe for a week. I was always so excited and still sometimes talk to a few of the guys, although most of them are not active now. Another one is a little cheating because it precedes time when I was actually playing the game. You know, me and my younger sister had a very beautiful relationship, and when we were younger, we were playing a lot of talkies, as I would translate it. It basically meant we created characters and played as them. We had many topics like Harry Potter and Percy Jackson and horses, and basically everything we were reading at the moment. And we were addicted to SSO films on YouTube. I also watched a few Let's Plays of SSO and SSL, meaning we fell in love with the world, but we had no idea of how it actually worked. I will never forget our talkie with decades of soul riders. Seriously, we made it very, very inclusive. When I had a talking black horse with a pink mane, I sometimes think of it as the talkie. Also, another type of talkie we did was what if Jorvik was real and our family moved there? They were such a fun time. Basically sounds like what me and my sister did. We literally would just do random, like, I think we were doing like a horror one at one point. That sounds like so much fun. Star Stable can be a really good place to do like role plays if you really like to. I love that. I love those stories. I just realized it was more than one. I love that. I love that. I can't. You guys are gonna have to bear with me today. This person said, I was playing with a friend and we had just finished all of our quests for the day in some dark corner of Mistfall. We saw no one there all day. It's a ghost town, or forest, if you will. As we're saying, oh no, wrong race. As we're saying our goodbyes in some random corner of the map, there, where no one ever goes, out of nowhere comes a random player and asks if we'll play with them. I tell them we're sorry, but we're just going to hop to play another game. We've been playing SSO for hours already. They proceed to call us noobs and kids and go on a toxic rant about us. We stick around for a bit, giggling at them until we just close the game. What I'm saying. Like, yes, I'm 90% of the people are gonna be like, what are you talking about? Like, you're just making yourself look stupid right now, just yelling at me. Which I'm glad they found it funny. Then there's some people that are gonna take it like really to heart, especially if it's an older player for some reason, like picking on a younger player. The younger player is gonna be like, what's going on right now? But I'm glad you found that funny. I'd be really annoyed. This person said, when I first joined the game and was doing all of the quests with my little cousin, it was so fun and I couldn't wait for the next time I could play. I feel like a lot of people play SSO with their family, a sibling or a cousin. I feel like that just makes the game so much more fun to play because you're playing with someone. Because playing by yourself sometimes can be a little boring. Since I think we have enough time, we'll do another one. When the Starshine Ranch came out with the American Quarter Horses following a week after, loved the soundtrack and it always reminds me of that time, especially with how obsessed I was with the American Quarter Horses. I feel like whenever a horse comes out, I'm always obsessed with it.
Unless I really don't like it.
Like, I agree. When Starshine Ranch came out, it was like this big thing because I feel like it was the only really fully Western part of the game. And a lot of people who rode Western before that didn't really have much representation other than tack and clothes, and that's about it. Like, there was nowhere to actually practice anything that they wanted to practice. We've got 2 more. It's perfect. We have 2 more races. This person said, definitely in 6th or 7th grade when I had unlocked Epona over Christmas break. It took me forever to get there, but I was so happy to finally be able to purchase the Icelandics and... oh, I figured it out, but I can't remember what it is. Frisian Sport Horse. Still my favorite area to this day. I think it's Frisian Sport Horse. I feel like whenever you unlock a new area in the game like that you haven't ever been to before, like you haven't seen anyone play it before, it's always really exciting because it's like, oh my gosh, and you're building up to it, and then when you finally get it, it's like this big deal. I bet that was a really good memory because that stuff takes a lot of time sometimes to even get to Epona. I haven't even gotten to Epona on my main. Whoa, I'm level 24. I sure hope I've gotten to Epona by now. On my alt account, I mean. I've only unlocked Jarlaheim and Golden Hills. I think everything else is pretty much still blocked off. So the last one for today, this person said, buying my first horse, I watched a YouTuber that played SSO, and that's how I started playing. Buying the same horse as her made me really happy. She hasn't uploaded SSO in like 7 years, but I still remember how much I admired her and how happy it made me to copy her. Her name is Pink Fate Games, but her videos are in Spanish. Honestly, when I read that one, I was like, maybe I should watch. Because I don't know if that means she's not uploading like daily in general, like she hasn't uploaded anything in 7 years, or if it's just SSO. That might help me learn Spanish. But it's always nice to have someone that you watch on YouTube. I don't know how to word this. It's nice to have someone that you watch and kind of look up to on YouTube and be able to do something similar to them, especially like when you're younger. I've never ended here, but why not now? So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your favorite Star Stable memory is, and I will get a video out Friday, and then we'll do another training video next Monday. But I will see you guys on Friday. Bye bye!